All right, folks, welcome to a special, a mystery bag show and tell what the hell. And I wanted to kind of go over what I found today at a thrift shop. Um, when I took a look at it, I said, well, I heard the noise first because one of the employees was just moving the bag around. And I said, well, that's rather noisy. So I decided to take a look at what is all that commotion? And I went to check it out. And I started recognizing little castle bits and all that. I said, wait a minute. Some of this looks kind of familiar. And then I noticed little minis in here. So I started taking a look and I said, could this possibly be that thing that I was looking up one time that I'm somewhat vaguely familiar with and I used to have? And I think it is. And we'll go into that. We'll find out. Because this seems to be a Crossbows and Catapults sort of game, if not the actual thing. So we'll find out. And for those of you that don't know, Crossbows and Catapults was this game that I used to have it, and I didn't even know it was an actual legit game. I had the little figures when I was a kid. There was a Cyclops and a Minotaur expansion that I had picked up at a Munden's, which was a department store similar to Woolworths. And that's where you used to find these toys when there wasn't that many Walmarts or anything like that. Sorry, it's taking me a while to get this bag open. When there are any Walmarts around or Kmarts or things like that, there is these stores, like department stores like Woolworths or Munden's was, I think, owned by the same company, McClellan's, and there was another one called Perry's, and that's where I used to get all these like bootleg toys or knockoff He-Mans back in the day. I may have talked about this on a previous show and tell what the hell. Again, apologies for all the noise. So let us find out what we got here. I'm just going to go ahead and dump it all onto this. Whoa, yeah. So this looks to be indeed like the Crossbows and Catapults game got re-released sometime in the mid-2000s, I want to say. And I think I had seen it once at the store and didn't pursue it. And I looked in the back of the box and I didn't make that connection that it was like the original version of that game. But this one, and then it actually has the instructions here, which is valuable to me. Because I can try to figure out what I have and don't have from the set. And the whole idea behind the game is that you have these two little armies, and you use rubber bands on these mechanisms, these crossbows and catapults, if you will, and you just try to basically knock the other person's army or try to destroy their base or tower or whatever. So we'll find out. I'm gonna look. I'm not gonna go through all of this right now. I'm happy with just these little pieces of castles because guess how much I paid for this, folks? Guess how much? Did I pay $20? No. Did I pay $10? No. I actually paid $2. That's right, $2 for all of this. And let's take a look at some of the pieces here. These are the little chips that get tossed about by these catapults or cannons. But yes, it is, again, let's look at the title. It is the Crossbows and Catapults game, yes. So this will give me an idea. Like here, I'll show you some of the pictures here of how it gets arranged. How you put the rubber bands on these things. It is pretty cool. Now, I don't know. I am doubtful that it is complete, but maybe I could find some expansions or pieces. Now, what's cool is it looks like you can use these to fortify your green castle or your blue castle. And are they modular? I don't know if they're modular. Looks like they are modular, so they're there to kind of help protect it. And you knock it over with the little pieces that go inside here, little standards. But take a look. You have this alone looks fucking awesome. Let's try to focus into this guy. Yeah. Looks like some sort of... sorry, I'm not getting a really good picture here with this guy because I'm set to the far lens. Let me see. Hold on here. There you go. Better? Better. Look at that. Yeah, there we go. Looks a lot like a necromancer of sorts. So that's what you get. I guess maybe he looks like he's kind of like the head honcho of one army. Maybe you have to capture him. I don't know. Somebody that know the game are probably just yelling right now. I was like, God damn it! Don't you know anything? And here's one army guy here. Here's your stand. I guess he goes in the blue castle. And then you get what look to be like orcs. Very cool looking characters. I may try to see about duplicating them and painting them. Yeah, I like anything that has miniatures in it. Little miniature worlds. Here's another, I guess this is, let's see how this goes together here. And forgive me, I'm actually using one hand. Here's another one there. And here is a, looks like some sort of pushing device. We'll find, it looks like to be almost, I don't know if it's complete, but looks to be semi-complete. I guess, let's see. I'll have to look at pictures. I got, oh, here's another one of these leader type characters, big bosses. Get out of there. So I guess the castles also have like devices too that you can shoot from. There's a king. Yeah, there you go. That looks like a very scary looking king. Very cool looking though. Very cool. So it looks like the castles here also have like this catapult device too that you get to fling. Again, this is stuff that you use little rubber bands with, so you will fling. Now, it looks to me like these were part of it. So I'm going to try to test them out and see later on. Try to invite some friends over or something and try to have a... Who am I kidding? I don't have any friends. Wah, wah. No, I got plenty of great friends. We just all have busy schedules. I haven't had a good night to play a bunch of my board games. And so starting next year, I'm going to try to see about having a board game night of sorts at the studio. This may actually be complete. I don't know. And I think I could replace some of the things. It looks like I have all the catapults and crossbows here. I have, I guess, one for each side, right? So there's two there. La, la, la. La, la, la. Yeah, there you go. Very cool. Very awesome. Very neato. Very amazing. Standards here. So, I'm going to try to find a nice box to put this all in. I wish it would have come with the original box, but, you know, beggars can't be choosers, I guess. And this was a awesome find, so it just goes to show that if you look around... I wasn't even going to go to the thrift shop today. And I actually walked several times around until I heard the noise of that particular bag. Which reminds me, I picked up some stuff in Seattle that my friend Eric must send over to me, which I'll review too. But some, crossbows and catapults for $2. If any of you guys are familiar with this game, please share your information below. I'd like to know more about that Minotaur and Cyclops set that I used to have. I remember they would stand about like that big, you know, maybe about 6 to 7 inches, and the arms would go back and it would release a little things. And I'd use them more as just like action figures. I never really actually played the game because it was an expansion. But maybe one of these days, when I'm making the money, I can pick that up and play with it by myself. I could play. This is a game you actually can play with yourself. Lonely man game. I'm just gonna throw stuff at my other army and play God. So anyway, folks, I do have the need to, man, it would be cool to duplicate some of these guys, resin cast them, and then just go ahead and paint them. But, you know, I'm still happy with the way they are here. Anyway, folks, that's Crossbows and Catapults, $2. If you've played this, if you think that I'm missing anything, let me know. If you have any advice for beginners on what seems to be a very intense and interesting game, please let me know. I'd be happy to read those. Anyway, folks, take care, and we will see you later on.